long time return to City Skylines, guys. I haven't played this game in quite a while, at least on my channel. I've been playing it a little bit. It's been a long time since I actually have done a live stream on this for this game. So I'm trying to remember which city was the one I was working on. I think it was Colossal City. I think that was the. I think it was this one, guys. This is the one we were working on. This one doesn't have any cheats. This is the one we were making from scratch. So I think this is the one we restarted because it's been a while. I think it's the last time I played this is when I live streamed it. So at least this map. I've been playing other maps like between, but I've only done this map on videos pretty much. So we're gonna check it out and we're gonna probably make some new additions to it. So we'll just have to see how it is going. Alright, hold on, guys. Alright, guys. So anyway, this is the city so far. It's called Colossal City. This is the one that we did that much, but this is the one that we have been working on for a while now. And so we have, we have the freeway right here. And I added a lot of trees against the freeway, and I think I really actually enjoy the look to it. I really, really do. So yeah, and population is 26,000 right now, and we have a good amount of cash too. Over here is like kind of the start to the main city area. Hasn't really developed too much yet, but I'm kind of planning on making some pretty good additions fairly quickly. So yeah, and over here is kind of like our garbage disposal kind of area. I put as much trees as I could around it, but a lot of them are getting killed by the pollution right here. It's kind of bad, but I mean, I can't really do too much about that. But anyway, looks like there's a high demand, so like a high demand for commercial and industry, so commercial and industrial, so we can definitely, and don't know if you guys know, but I did start making a custom industry area kind of over in this area. I think this is yeah, this is part of the timber area, I believe. Yeah, so all of this is going to be part of the timber district. Sorry guys, there's like an itch I got right here. I think we're gonna go with, yeah, this is the road that we have been using. So we're just gonna simply kind of make another adjustment to that. And then we'll just add a few more industrial zones simply right here. That should be good. Immediately we got, looks like another tree, a tree yard just got placed right there. Yeah, and this is like a timber industry, so there's going to be a lot of wood and trees, and that's why I also placed all these trees right here, just for the timber district to get a faster, better production. And then over here is kind of where the main city is kind of lying right now. Like this is kind of just, these are like this is like the high-rise district where a lot of apartments and stuff are located, and then kind of out here by Seaside Valley, this is like the suburban area, which I actually think this area turned out really, really good, and I like the beach placements I did right here. The roundabouts and all that, I think turned out really well. And this actually goes like along this whole beach side. All these homes have their, private backyard and all that good crap. Anyway, and then I believe this is like the post off. This is like the post office place, or no, trolley bus depot. I don't know if we have a post office yet, which I might actually place one of those in this episode, but I don't know for sure if I will or not. We'll just have to see. And then the Hickory District is kind of like the rich area. This is like the I don't know, like the beachside luxurious kind of homes. Like, and these are all super modern as well, so I think that turned out pretty well. And then down here, I think we're gonna play some like beach stuff, but probably not right now. And then Dale Square, this is just kind of another suburban area, kind of outside of, kind of more towards, kind of like outside of the city, kind of separated over the river right here. I actually really liked this bridge that turned out right here. I really don't care. I just think it turned out good. I like the design a lot. And this, I think this is like a little mini zoo we have. Yeah, it's like a small zoo. We haven't built like a huge zoo yet, but this is basically the zoo we're probably going to stick with for right now. It's because we don't really need anything huge. We only have a population of 27,000. And then over here is a riding stable. I thought these were two good additions to kind of just put next to each other because they're both, you know, kind of animal related. And this is like a nice little overpass I made for the industrial vehicles only. So I don't think the regular vehicles actually are allowed on this road. I think this is just kind of just a route for all the industrial vehicles that have to get in and out of this place. And this helps them get on the highway easy and quickly. And that's kind of where the highway ends right now. Like, just because but it does make a full-on, like, kind of a loop kind of through the city, and then it kind of circles right back out. So honestly, I think it turned out pretty well. I don't know if we have disasters turned on or not. I feel like we might, though. Yeah, I think we do, because look what we got right here. We got a disaster response unit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we do have disasters enabled at just a really low chance of it actually happening. So, but very rare. I think I've only had like one disaster, and that was like a tornado, but it was like pretty far out. I think it like struck over here where there's nothing even at yet. So I think we're gonna be fine from the tornadoes right now. But yeah, I'm planning on, and there's actually a huge amount of water that takes up the city, which is the only thing that's kind of a bummer. But I am planning on maybe making some little mini islands out here. I think that would be a pretty cool addition. And then over here, I am planning on expanding the Seaside Valley a little bit, kind of on this side, kind of over by this area of the interstate. And then over here, okay, this is our private, like, industry area that we created. It's another timber area, but this is like a more fancy kind of version, and it's going to actually, I think, produce even more lumber. And so far, I think it's looking pretty nice. It's not huge right now, just because it was probably the newest edition I had, the latest edition I added to the city since the last time I played it. But anyway, in today's episode, I think we're going to expand Seaside Valley, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to use a curved road. We'll just kind of just do some, we'll just make it like straight from like right here, and then we'll curve it down a little bit. Try to curve it along the side of the power lines. I'm probably going to actually eventually demolish these power lines, because I don't think they're really needed anymore. Just with all the new housing and stuff. I'm going to make this will be a tight little turn, but I think it'll be fine. think we should get rid of one of the... Nah, I don't think I'm going to connect this street over there. Make it kind of a... sort of a little mini... Not necessarily like a roundabout, but just like a turn. Right there. And I'm going to try to avoid putting this road near that kind of area for specific reasons. And okay, I think we have our basic layout here now. This is like the best I could get it to do. I think it actually looks pretty good. It's not too bad. Let me make sure this is make sure a lot of these are like stopped at the every like kind of intersection point, like right here. Yep, stop signs. Right here, also a stop sign. Okay, so we're good right there because the lights seem to just make the traffic horrible, and we have a lot. It gives me a lot of deaths going on. I don't know why. The body like pickup is not very good, I guess. So let's see what we need to add. So a sauna. I think we need to add more medical areas so people don't die as quick. I think that's the main cause, because I think we have, yeah, we have a ton of these things. It's not necessarily that. It's just, I think we just need to get some more medical like options. Because we only have like 3 in this whole city, so we're gonna get a wait, what is this building? This is like a children's place. I don't know exactly what this is. Place kind of on the corner right there. And this will be basically for... Oh geez, we got a forest fire. Yeah, stuff like that happens all the time though. And I think we will add like a park area over here. Medical laboratory, Crypto Observatory. These also can deal with the death kind of count as well. This is another medical clinic, which there's only 3 of those, so I'm gonna place a 4th one, probably just kind of in the center right there. Hopefully the firefighters are getting here soon, because there are a lot of fires spreading. And here come all the fire helicopters to deal with all the damage. Now here comes the whole party. Hopefully that gets out soon. But anyway, just kind of ignoring that fact. This is our like new medical areas that we have added to suburban to the Seaside Valley district. So anyway, I think we're gonna start building some more homes pretty soon. It looks like there's kind of a little bit of a high demand for residential, but before that I'm probably going to add a little bit more commercial options on the side right here. I'm gonna do a select area this time. I'll select that little area right there. I think that will do. This part's gonna get a little bit laggy, I feel like, because of the fire. But immediately we have new shops and retail stores building right here on the corner next to the one of the timber areas. And I have several timber areas in this city because there are a lot of there's a lot of foresty kind of areas around the city, so that's why I chose to do this kind of specialization in industry, and I think it works out really well. And we got actually a subway system in this town, but it works pretty well. That's why there's always a lot of pedestrians on the sidewalks. And let's see, let's check on the progress. Oh, shoot! It's getting really big. Okay, I don't know why, but those firefighters aren't getting that forest fire out very quickly at all. But once it hits the buildings seem to get out a lot faster than the forest fires. So we'll just kind of let the forest fire kind of burn its way through, and then the trees, will grow back. But that just shows you that people aren't taking very good care of their houses if they're just starting on these fires. Yeah, the buildings seem to be doing pretty good. They're just... Because, like, the firefighters are seeming to get to those a lot faster than this forest fire right here. And there's so many helicopters above it, but they're just not... See, they only do tiny little areas at one time. They didn't even get this out yet, so they gotta be faster. And now there's just and now it's spreading to this house, so... Yeah. Oh, and the house next to it. That's just lovely. Just imagine you're living... It's gonna be all burnt. Crud, dude. I don't like it when that happens, because then there's just a dark spot on your map. It just looks so ugly. And it takes, like... with it sped up, it takes about 5 minutes to completely clear. But if you're playing the normal speed, it's gonna take probably more like 10-15 minutes to, like, completely grow back, like, all the vegetation and all that. But it looks like there's literally just a single tree on fire now, so... Just get it back over here and put it out. Please. I don't know why these guys are so slow. Dude, they just literally sprayed at nothing. Wow. Alright, well, forest fire is out. I might have to put a forest fire tower here. I just don't want one right here. That would look so ugly. That's more meant for, like, out in, like, camping areas. This is, like, a neighborhood. Why would you have, like, a forest tower in a neighborhood? That just does not really make sense, and I don't know why. But it would probably help, but I just don't think it's gonna fit at all, and that's the main reason why I'm just really debatable on that option, and it looks like the pipes aren't quite reaching this house. I don't know why they're not, but alright. That should go away in just a few seconds. There we go. Okay, so we're doing pretty good now, since we got rid of a bunch of that. Death count is actually going down, because we added another, like, 2 medical areas. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't always need to build crematoriums and stuff to constantly keep your city running. Like, as long as you have, like, a good amount of medical centers, like medical clinics, some, like, of these other medical buildings, kind of like shelters for, like, the homeless. Well, not like they're like homeless, they're like orphanage kind of places, sort of. But for some reason, they kind of provide a health benefit to your community. And then you can also build, like, a senior citizen home, and that actually really helps as well. That actually helps people live longer, so... Those are always some good facilities to add to your city, if you ever are considering about that. I think this is a park that I just added over here that I kind of remember putting this in one of my episodes back in the day. And right next to the timber district. Looks like there's one tree growing on the outside. I don't think I even placed that there. I think that just started growing there. Like, sometimes trees will start to spread a little bit. It's kind of cool. Makes the game a lot more realistic. And I really like this park area up here. This looks pretty realistic to me. This view of the city, just kind of like from up here, just looks amazing. Like, if I go into viewing mode, this just looks outstanding. So I really, really enjoy that. And then there's just this annoying dark area right here that got caused by the forest fire, but I think everything should be all good now. The commercial demand is actually kind of high right now, so I'm just trying to think what we should do. I think I might have to just build, like, a little strip kind of going kind of back into this area. I mean, there's housing right there, but we have so many houses. I think it's fine if we have to demolish one. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry about that one person that they lost their home, but we kind of just need to focus more on the city right now, not just an individual. And we have, out of all the houses in the city, that's not going to really do anything. So we'll just kind of make like a little, sort of, it's like a, we made like a little roundabout right here. And that should help out with this area. And now all we are going to have to do, let me see if I got piping installed. Mostly, I guess I just have to kind of cover up this little piece right there. And then I'm just going to add a bunch of retail shops. I'm gonna just put this back on fill again. This will be way easier. This will be kind of cool though, having like buildings way up on this hilltop right here. I think that will look pretty. Excuse me, look pretty sweet. Well, I don't think I'm gonna put any in the middle of the roundabout. That would look kind of weird. That'll be like too much, too cluttered. So we'll leave that gap open right there, and then we'll add little residential areas. Looks like there's tiny little houses being built right here. It's pretty funny. I'll just cover up that right there, and alright, that looks pretty good. Speed up time a little bit and see how the construction develops right here. So overall, I think this is turning out pretty good. I feel like to start off, the city is always so difficult to do because you always get into debt like so bad, and you always have to take out loans. But at this point, I think I'm pretty good on money, and the population is pretty good. It's at 27,000. So this looks like a cool, like little, like a camping spot. To be honest, that's what this reminds me of. Even though it's not actually a camping area, it's just part of the timber area. It just looks so cool with all these tall redwood trees right here. I just really like the look of it and how this area is developing. I just really, really like the whole like aspect of that. And in the distance, you can see the the main city kind of developing over there as well. There's only like a few office buildings I built over here, like this tall one right here developed just by itself, and then we have like these are like the high tech offices that I installed over there, and that's kind of where like the tall skyscrapers are going to be mainly located. And then we have this like tourist area, has like hotels and all that, which I think looks pretty cool. And there's actually like I don't even know what this is supposed to be. This just got built here because I don't get to choose the buildings that place. They just kind of just choose random buildings to put there, kind of like SimCity. And then this is the soccer stadium, or also known as like a football, like English football basically, and not American. So that's kind of what that whole area is for. And every time there's a game in there, if we get usually a ton of money from all the tickets sold, and then if we win, we get like a $200,000 cash prize. So that adds up, gives me a lot of good money to expand the town. And yeah, this area is slowly growing vegetation back. It does. I think it takes actually more like 20 minutes, but because I did have it on fast speed for a while, and it looks like it's been a while since I've played it, so kind of forgot how long this actually takes to develop. I just don't know why it takes like a huge amount of time. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a little more realistic, but the fires happen so quickly, and then it takes forever for everything to come back. It's like what's the whole point in even trying if everything's just gonna get destroyed anyway, and then it's gonna take forever to just come back. Let me just get some pipage over here. This game is actually harder than it looks sometimes if you're playing from scratch. If you're playing with cheats, really it does not matter at all what you do. There's like a tiny little section right here that's not getting any water. Right where this tree is right here. That I'm directly above this tree. Right there, in the center, is the only area in this whole, like, kind of section right here that's not getting any water. It's so weird. And just imagine a tiny house gets built there. I need some water. That'd make me so annoyed. So we'll just kind of start off by... We'll kind of start at the edge of the neighborhood, like right here. I will expand it down here once we're actually gonna need it. But right now, I feel like it's not really necessary. We're gonna have some beachside homes right here. These will all be suburban as well. This will be basically the expansion of Seaside Valley. And speaking of that, I'm gonna have to expand my district paint area kind of over here. This is gonna be a while, guys. I mean, I could do select, but then it gets a bunch of awkward shaped areas in it, and I need it to be even, so that's kind of the whole reason why. And I think I'm gonna also put some on this side of the street as well. I'm just not gonna put it down that area yet, because I'm deciding if I want to put commercial there or residential. But most likely I'm going to put portions of the neighborhood over there as well. And I'm going to definitely put like a good blockage system to block out the traffic noise, since those homes are going to be right next to the freeway. So we'll just kind of expand our Seaside Valley area, kind of just along this whole strip next to the freeway. And also, when you're doing districts, you want to be very careful of how you paint it. But I think we're gonna, include all this area as well. I think this is our biggest area, biggest district we own right here. It's literally just one house too. Wow, right on the outside of the area. So, yeah, and there's like a tiny home that just got kind of a crappy little house too. It's not very pretty looking, but I mean, it's like a little trailer home, which is kind of, kind of nice to have. Like, I wouldn't even care. I'd live in this if I got a nice view like this along the water. I would definitely like this, and you get like, your own beach area. If I were living by myself, this would be perfect for me. Not too big, and I mean, it's a little small, but I feel like it's fine if you're just by yourself. If you're like a family, then no. Probably this house is more for that, and still this house is more for like a couple or like an individual. That house right there is absolutely horrendously small. Like, that looks like a normal house, but like shrunken. That does not look natural at all. And this house over here looks actually pretty cool. I think I'd live in this, the villa-looking kind of house. And is there another forest fire somewhere? I don't see anything. Let me go into viewing mode. Oh, there is a fire starting right here. Luckily, there's not really much of a forest around this area, so I think that should be good. And this is actually one of the newest buildings too, and it already has a fire going. That just shows how bad the management is. And yeah, these homes are developing pretty quickly. But yeah, I think this area is going to be pretty cool once it fully, fills in, and we'll probably add some more vegetation to the area. But yeah, guys, this is turning out pretty cool. This is my favorite area of the town, I think, is just all these beachside homes right here. I think the one I would live in would probably most likely be either this black one right here or this house right here, this modern one with the pool. I think I'd live in this modern house with the pool, to be completely honest, because like, I mean, you kind of get that's a nice ass home right there. You got like I like the modern looks, and you got yourself like a little front porch right there. You got, yeah, in this tub right back here with a picnic table looking right over that, and then this down here is technically also part of your property. You just kind of walk, you can build like yourself like a little trail to go down this steeper kind of cliffside right here until you get down to this little beach area, and then you can just kind of, you can go swimming a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit of a current, but not bad. And this is like a whole like bay area, which I think has developed pretty nicely. So, and now we have 421 grants, so we're making money really well. It's just our population is not really developing super efficiently, I guess, yet, but that's why I built more homes, so that should hopefully change fairly quickly. And we have another fire right over here. Wow. Yeah, but this is kind of a view of the whole city. You can even see the two, like on the very far left, kind of towards the far right, you can see the two separated areas kind of stretching outside of the town, but are kind of also that actually are part of the city as well. That's just an overlook of the whole city that I have developed so far. My favorite area is definitely the Seaside Valley District. I really thought this area was greatly built, and it kind of also has these little hills in it. Kind of reminds me of like the LA like neighborhoods you would find, like, or kind of like Bel Air, like those really fancy neighborhoods that are on those like hilltops and stuff. Just kind of like has that kind of feel to it, but not nearly as like nice. But like just, I would definitely by far I would definitely live in a neighborhood like this. I mean, this is a busy area too. And this is just crazy developed right now, how far my city has developed. Yo, what's up, 100 Video Games? Welcome to the stream. Dude, there's a pretty sunset outside my window right now, guys. Like, the setup in my room, I have like a window right in front of me, and I get a view of like my whole entire town that I live in. It's pretty cool. But there's like it's like a west view, so I get a view of like the sunset, dude. You can probably see the light shining on my face right now. Yeah, it's really pretty outside right now. It's like a reddish orange color outside. I might actually go out for a little bit, just kind of take a break after this, guys, and I'll come back. But like, holy. So let me see how this area is coming along very slowly. And again, our town does, a lot of the city doesn't even really want residential. They want a lot of commercial and industrial. So we're gonna have to like find some good areas. There's just not really a ton of good options, except for like over here. But this is kind of where I want my timber district to kind of expand. It's just kind of this whole area right here. That's kind of why I reserved this side of the map for. I think maybe like over in this corner would probably be the best idea to mainly expand our commercial, because like these areas right here, I don't know. I'm going to put stuff right here. I just don't know kind of when or how I want to. But yeah, guys, I'm probably just going to save the game from right here, and then I'm going to show you some other maps that I have. So we'll load the game. I want to show you guys, I think we're just going to use some natural disasters and just have some fun now, and not really worry too much about how fancy places it. Bonford Meadows is probably by far my biggest city. Nothing bad can happen 10 seconds later, though. Wait, what are you trying to say? This is like by far my biggest city is Bonford Meadows. I could show you guys that. I don't know if I really want to go there right now. I have so many destroy versions of it. It's kind of crazy. It's 5:36, so it looks like at 6 o'clock we're getting a new item shop change in Fortnite. So I might actually move over to that game after this stream. I don't know for sure though. I was gonna say the whole place is on fire. Yeah. Yeah. This game is so unpredictable sometimes. Letland. I have some weird names I put on here. Swashan. I think I'm gonna go to... I have this like one place. I think it is. Yeah, it's Swashan. That's the name of it. That's such a weird name. But this is like a ski resort, and I absolutely love this place. This place is so crazy. It's just... and it's not even like, it's a really small town, but it's like out in this like mountainy, snowy area, and I just love it. Just has such a realistic kind of, because where I live, I actually live in a pretty snowy area, and it snows a lot where I'm at, and you have a lot of mountains, so this area just kind of reminds me of where I'm kind of from. And I've gone skiing before, and I think this area just looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, look at this. There's like, already when we first load into the match, there is like a bunch of the northern lights up in the sky. The moon looks absolutely phenomenal. All the snow on the ground. This is actually, I think, this is like the main road to get into the town. Goes all the way out to the freeway, as you can see. It's just a kind of a normal dirt road. I don't know where this road actually goes. Looks like it goes way over here. Yeah, it goes all the way over here, and this is a helicopter station. This is eventually, I think, going to become like a city right here, just like a small one. But as you can see, that's kind of like the main peak up there. Like, I'm going to go right above it. This is like the main peak. And you can see a bunch of lights everywhere. There's like the town right down there. Lights on the mountain are kind of like ski runs and stuff. So, yeah, I can show you guys all that. Looks really, really cool. Kind of what you guys saw earlier. This is like the power station, I believe. The music in this world is honestly really, really pretty. I enjoy it a lot. We have like a garbage dump right here. It's all covered in snow though, so that makes it look way less ugly. Kind of removes the pollution from it. I think that's like a recycling center next to it, and then we have, I actually don't know what this place is. Looks like a market. Huh. Oh no, this is a library. Never mind. Or no, this is the library. I don't know what that is then. Oh, that's a road maintenance building. Okay. For a second I thought this said marketplace, but it says maintenance. Yeah, and this is the library. And then we have looks like a fire station. Yeah, fire station. A police station. And a medical station right here. So kind of a little bit of all the three most important services. The library is kind of there for the education purposes. Looks like we got, I think this is a heating plant. This is for like heating for the home, since this is like a cold area. We have like a little Christmas plaza down in, this is like the main part of town. This is actually, I think, the latest addition I made to the town, with all these like high rises right here. It adds it's kind of what's adding a lot of the population. We've got a little helicopter depot right over there. There's like a whole helicopter route that goes like all over the resort. Cemetery, you always gotta have one of those. We got ski lifts. These lifts take you all the way to the top of the mountain. This is like one of the train stations. And this is like a super long train system that, well, it's not like super long, but it does go on for a long time. And it kind of takes you around the whole resort as well. And these lifts take you right up to the tops of the mountain. There's like 3 lift stations up there. The third one is only accessible from the back side of the mountain. So I am going to wait for a train to come. So I'm just going to become a person for a little bit. I don't know who I want to be though. I'll just be a simple teenager wearing like looks like I'm wearing a snow hat, like a winter hat. Because usually this guy wears like a cap, like a baseball cap, like backwards. But since this is a colder area, I think that's the whole reason why he's wearing a winter hat right now. And looks like there's one other person here waiting for the train as well, and he has a baseball cap on, so I don't know why this guy isn't, but I think this guy looks way better with the baseball cap on. But this isn't like a horrible look. Let me see what the other options are. What? This is like an older dude who's dressed up. I think I'm just going to be the teen. But I don't know why there's a guy in a toga. That is bizarre. So I'll hop on this train. And if I go into viewing mode, I am now kind of part of the train. And now let's just see where this takes us. So this is kind of the whole tour of the resort. So there's kind of the view of town. Swashan is what this place is called. This whole resort is called Swashan Ski Resort. Nice nighttime view up there. We've got a view of like, and all these cars that are going on this dirt road, they go all the way up to the mountain to like clean up snow off the roads and to kind of keep and also and this road also goes all the way up to the resort as well. But there's so many ways to get up to like the main resort, which is going to be more on the backside of the mountain. That's like just like the town. The actual like resort's on the other side of the mountain, pretty much. but this town is actually part of the resort as well. So, yeah, and there's the power station. You got the nighttime sky, which looks phenomenal. Looks absolutely amazing. This kind of, you know, you can see the kind of the whole mountain right there, the main peak and everything. This kind of takes you along the whole backside. This is quite a long route, but it's a very scenic one. You get a view of like all of this. The roads are always so snowy, so they have to have those plows, the snow plow trucks, go all the way up and down the mountain to keep it safe and not icy for all the cars going up. It's a very steep road. I'll have to show you guys probably sometime on this map. I don't know if I'm going to show you in this live stream, but we'll have to see. And we are actually getting close to 300 subs, so if you guys want, be sure to share this video with your friends, encourage them to subscribe, and you definitely don't need to, it's completely optional. I'm just saying it. I really appreciate it if you guys were to subscribe, because we're like around 279, 280 subscribers right now, and we're getting close to getting 300. We only need like about 20 more subs. So, hiccups now. Really appreciate it. Got a nice snowy forest. Looks like we're on a bridge now. Oh, this is a weird-ass tunnel. This kind of breaks through the mountain. That's, like, I think the main interstate that goes all the way off into the, who knows, outskirts of this map. Don't quite have enough of the framework to go all the way outside of this map and explore this entire world. This place is just endless. It's just so huge, and there's so many mountains. It's just crazy. I think that mountain over there is like 2 times the height of this one. I mean, but again, this one is also very, very tall. But that one, like, way out from the distance, that thing is huge. That thing is huge. But this one's pretty big. I think that peak works out pretty good for this area. That's kind of the main peak we can actually have access to. Because I think I've already expanded to the max limit on this map. I think I already have all the expansion areas. Unless I got like mods on like, which you can only mainly do on PC. You get like another 25. Instead of expanding up to 9 like expansion areas, you get like 25. So you can do like a lot more areas of development, and you can have a much larger city. It looks like the sun's starting to come up now. That is a beautiful sunrise. Holy. And I have a sunset going on right now in IRL. That's we're kind of pretty much on the backside of the mountain now. Yo, I'm under the freaking map right now. I think I'm in like a tunnel. That's what's going on. there's the peak right up there. This is like the kind of where the main, I think, resort's going to take place. But again, this whole area is the resort. This is like the bowl, basically. The bowl of the resort, like the ski bowl. And here's the resort station. Thank you. Looks like we got some caribou right there, or reindeer. I don't really exactly know, but the music is so epic. Here is one of the main, I think it's like the main helicopter station, like the depot where they store the helicopters. And here's the main resort stop, right next to the depot. That lady is wearing some, oh, actually, never mind. I thought she was wearing like a short-sleeved shirt. Here comes a helicopter right now. I'm just kind of hiking up the mountain at this point. I'm probably just going to fast forward. I'm just going to transport myself to the ridge. Where's the peak at? Right up here. Yeah, here's the peak. There's the bowl right down there. You kind of see how it's called the bowl because you see the shape of it. It's like the shape of a bowl, like a bowl. That's the shape of it. Like, you know, a lot of ski resorts have something, you know, like this. Like a main just area where a lot of people can meet at one area. Kind of where a bunch of trails just kind of combine. There's like a really sketchy trail that's like right up, starts right up here and just goes down, pretty much straight down the mountain. It's so sketchy. And this is definitely one of the higher areas, but there's like a look over there, those mountains are just intense, and we're at the highest point on this peak. Well, I guess the highest point's technically like in the middle of this old fort. That was actually here when I first got onto this map. This was already here, but this up here is, I think, pretty much the highest point. As you can see, we're pretty short compared to like that mountain over there, and then like there's like a bunch of areas. Here's a good high view of everything. Like, This looks like an old castle of some sort, dude. This is actually really cool. Oh, this is such a good view. There's the train. Oh jeez, we have 4 viewers. Everybody who's watching, welcome to the stream. This game is called City Skylines. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not, but basically you can customize and build your own city and stuff. It's a really cool game. There are a few more trains. my gosh, guys. It's gotten dark out really quick. As you can see, my room is like pitch black now. Compared to when I first started the stream, which was only like an hour ago. What time is it anyway? 6 o'clock. I hope you guys' night is going well. Let me know what other games you want me to stream in the comments. Man, dude, my freaking room is so dark right now. Barely see my guys'. Barely see my face. Let me just turn on my lamp real quick. Put this in real quick. Hold on, guys, for just a sec. Yeah, guys, I was just turning on all my LED lights just because it was getting really dark in here. I think we should be good by now.